some of our scientists' knowledge are 20 years old. Some of our technology are 30 years behind the Western world. If I have the authority, that's what I was saying. The authority. I will change the Nigerian health system in 6 months.
On this episode of The Zani Show, I get to visit with Dr. Ogeleyibo.
Ain't going nowhere.
Good to see you, Doctor.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
I'm just taking in the whole place. Beautiful place, fantastic place. Doctor, the people would love to meet with you. They want to know you, and so let's meet Doctor.
Thank you very much, boss. My name is Dr. Clement. Ogeleyibo. I'm a health care practitioner specialist. I specialize in diagnostic pathology.
Diagnostic pathology.
I studied and trained in UK, actually one of the best medical teaching hospitals in Clement. And then my experience transversed throughout the entire pathology services. Those days when we were doing our training, you have to go through each of the pathology departments for training.
Different departments.
Different departments.
Wow.
And then we had a good, grand training package.
Detail.
In UK. And then after my training, I was employed in the same hospital. And then I worked there for 18 years.
18 good years. All this while, when you coming to Nigeria?
Occasionally I do visit Nigeria on holiday and all that.
And obviously you observe the disparity.
Yes, and during that period, in each of my visits, I visit clinics, laboratories, my major area, I'm teaching hospitals. And immediately I discovered that there is a huge gulf, okay, in terms of what is obtainable in UK and Nigeria as a whole. I also travel out of Lagos State. In fact, Lagos State fare better in the entire federation.
The entire federation. Of course, Lagos seems to be the Hollywood of Nigeria.
Yes, I think it is. But having said that, it's just tiny bit. There are millions of laboratories dotted across Lagos State, especially. But how many of those are good for people?
That's how we'll come there. We'll come there. Because I'm initiating a conversation through entertainment, entertaining the people, getting people's attention, so that we could engage individuals and corporate Nigeria to see what we can do and be the savior other than expect the Messiah that will come from nowhere. Now, let me begin with this. Some time ago, you ran checks on me, you did some checks on me. Also, you did on a friend of ours whose mother died in a hospital.
Yes.
You know, what do you think resulted to that?
Well, without going into too much detail about that particular case, when the lady came to our facilities, if I can remember vividly, with some previous results and not the rest of them, and I said, okay, I've seen this too many times. So we ran our own parallel check. Some of the issue that they have been treating the poor old lady for was not in existence.
They were treating her for nothing.
They were treating her for nothing. Fundamentally, she suffered from osteoarthritis. And they were treating her for all sorts of things, ulcer, cholesterol, high cholesterol level, high blood pressure, and so many other things.
Now, the essence, the objective of this interview is not really to get a culprit or somebody who will be a scapegoat, but to learn from the mistakes and to see how we can update and upgrade. For example, how good is our technology when it comes to medicine?
Thank you very much. You know, during the introduction, I said I worked 18 years.
18 years?
In that hospital.
Yes.
After my 18 years, I moved from that hospital to another department in the NHS, which is the National Blood Transfusion for the entire England and Wales. And in that organization, that is where you come across an array of equipment and facilities that you can think of.
Modern technology.
Modern technology you can think of in diagnostics and screening. Okay? Now, the total number of working experience I have in UK is 30 years. 30 good years of diagnosis. Now, that lady, what happened was, our system, our equipment is far backward in Nigeria.
System, the equipment, our technology
is far
obsolete.
Very obsolete.
What about the human resources? Are they updated?
The human resources, as I've been telling you all along, Nigerians are so talented. We are creative. Put us in any environment.
We will produce ours.
But you have to give the enable environment. Nigerians can cope with anything you throw at them, but we lack the knowledge, we lack the equipment.
The equipment.
There is what is called professional development program, whereby everybody has to have certain number of training, assessment every year to be able to carry on performing in the Western world. I'm not sure if we have that in Nigeria. Some of our scientists' knowledge are 20 years old, 30 years old. Some of our technology are 30 years behind the Western world. For example, when you look at chemistry analyzer machines, some of our laboratory now still use an equipment as the size of this carbon.
We're talking about technology now.
Technology.
Using what?
Some of the equipment, chemistry equipment,
yes.
Machines.
Yes.
So some of the sizes are as big as this machine.
Of course.
And when you look at the modern technologies, like the size of your mobile
phone.
Yes. We in Kuwait, we deploy the best and the most portable equipment money can buy.
I've been there, so that's why I came specifically to get him to talk about this. So, the technology.
Yeah. So the paucity in terms of wrong diagnosis and misdiagnosis in Nigeria as a whole is the technology. Our technology are far behind.
Now, nobody wants to get sick, but nobody's caring enough to go get diagnosis or do medical tests or checkups to know their status. What do you think is informing about this behavior?
Thank you very much, Ogeleyibo. What I've noticed since I've been in Nigeria nearly 2 years now is there is a general lack of awareness.
What's that?
I think it's difficult to pinpoint a finger. Health is
we can have health tourism. Those people want to make money from health and the rest. They can also give the information to friends. Friends, why don't you look this way? Go and do this. This will help you.
And even when we run a free health check,
yes,
the whole street is packed with people.
Which means the people are willing.
The people are willing, but how much willing are they to pack with just fraction of 2 naira, 3 naira?
Doctor, for me, if I came to you the first time and it's good, I would lovely want to upgrade what I spent because I know I got good feedback, good response for my expenditure. What I think is missing here, we should look at, I think, the information going out to them and why they need it. Though it's no excuse. It's no excuse.
There is paucity of information going out to them. I've been moving from community to community, from churches to community centers to speak to people about health and all the rest of it. A lot of them will say to me, thank you very much. We are not even aware of this. If you ask the majority of Nigerians what is their blood pressure, what is their number, the first thing that will come to their mind is their account number or their phone number. That is not what we When we say what is your number in the Western world, we mean what is your sugar level number, what is your blood pressure number. This is the level of awareness in the population.
How important is that?
That is so important because if you are the health conscious person, You go for a routine medical checkup, you would have known your glucose number, your blood glucose number.
But doctors, there are doctors who are doing this to us, and they don't tell us like they are the God over flesh. They don't tell you this and this and this. Is it because you don't ask? At least they should go a little way further to say you need to know this. You are doing this now, and we are.
Unfortunately, some of our doctors are playing God. You don't ask. I say that because I'm a doctor. But healthcare is a two-way traffic. It's not. It's never one-way traffic. We should engage the patient. We should engage with the community. People should be aware that, look, this facility is available here, and we should do this. Every human being should have a checkup once a year. Actually, 6 months.
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months. We should have a
complete checkup.
Look.
But you poor clients.
Yeah, maybe we might not say just the basic checkup.
And what would be the basic checkup?
The basic checkup, right? You go for your blood, fasting blood sugar.
No sugar.
You go for your BMI, body mass index, which is so important. Is the predeterminant.
How do we do that? We get body mass index.
Yes, we and a lot of machines out there on scale that they say workout body mass index. Those are just fake and frauds. You really need to. What you need to do is to get European standard. You take the weight and take the height.
The weight, the height,
and then you just work it out.
To do the work that
yes, you do the work out. That gives you the real body mass index, and that is the predeterminant of ill health and bad health. 90% of the time, if you see any, because the normal BMI is 18 to 25, and from 25 to 30 you are overweight. From
25 to 30 overweight.
From 30 above is obese. I would say to you, 90% of the time, people who fall into the obese category, within 2-3 years, they will go on to develop diabetes, without a doubt. So you could see it's a simple technique, it's non-invasive, it's
expensive.
It's not expensive. Most people we do it free of charge.
What are the other
and then
regular
you do your blood pressure checkup.
Blood pressure.
Okay, and then you do your oxygen saturation. And then urine analysis, or what we call urine acid.
Okay.
Because that will give you an indication how functioning your kidneys are and all the rest of them. Anybody, if you have been on medication for at least 6 months, you really need to go for kidney urine analysis. Simple kidney analysis could save your life from going on to develop kidney problem that will eventually lead to dialysis. Dialysis is so expensive in Nigeria, all over the world.
Now I'm so high, like I'm supercharged on this. Let's put this into perspective. Our society is poor right now. We're poor. Indexing statistics are saying we are in absolute so much debt, but not everybody have the money to do all this. You've gone to the rural area, like you say, you keep doing that, and you'll be selfless. I know we were supposed to do something together, and we had to push it. But how many people will be able to achieve and afford this at this particular level that they are in?
Thank you very much. That's a very important question. As I keep telling you, money should never come into equations when it comes to achieving health.
But I don't have it, and I need to be healthy, doctor.
You
telling me that somebody got
the WHO says health is not a privilege. Good health.
Yeah.
It's not a privilege. It's a right.
It's a right.
And as the popular goes, any good soup is money. This simple, basic test that we are talking about, a lot of Nigerians can afford. I would say 90% of Nigerians can afford it.
90% of Nigerians can afford it. And you really mean that?
I mean that. Because I've seen at Kuwait, people come in for expensive tests, and I know they need those screening, and they have no penny. I've screened a guy, and at the end, we screened a guy in my facilities, and at the end of that screening, we discovered that he's got a massive typhoid. He could barely walk, and he has no penny. We sent him to the pharmacy, and I called the pharmacy and said, look, I will pay. And I pay for that.
It's not saying he's going to pay for everything that comes after now. It's not saying that, but he just became selfless to do that.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'm saying, And we have people that abuse the system.
Yeah.
Basic, simple medical checkup, screening should not be about money. Everybody can afford.
Now, the abuse of a thing does not stop its use. I'm saying that because I'm going to ask the next question that if I perhaps have the reading to want to help some people,
yes.
If I call on you, you will come.
I will come. We've been doing that.
Officially, Dr. Ogeleyibo core checks have been enlisted, at least for once, for one.
We've been doing that. We'll be going to churches, we go to community centers, we'll be addressing CDAs and all the rest of them. We go to marketplaces. It's not about the money, it's about the appreciation from the community. We are not charity, of course. Yeah. And as you know, everything we use is imported either from UK, America, and all the rest of like this material I'm holding in my hand is one of our test material. We don't use reagent. Everything is best for individual. But you see, it costs money. This is what we use for cardiac 3-in-1, for heart attack and all the rest of them. But I will never turn away any human being, medical good.
No. Doctor, what do you say to people who don't believe they are 90% God will help me, and they are like, no, I'm not sick, I refuse it in the name of I'm godly, trust me, I do that a lot, but I know when to stop. I told you I've gone to him before. But what would you say to us? Because information is key.
Information and knowledge is key. There are a lot of information online now that people can have easy access to. I've come across, I rebuke it in Jesus' name. And I laugh. A guy came to us. He drove a van to our. We were actually doing a workplace screening at Ogeleyibo. And this guy came to us. And his BP, the systolic was 220. What? And the diastolic was 130. And his pulse was 102. I said to this man, you cannot leave this place. You have to leave this place to a clinic. He refused. In the Western world, such a man, you would delay them, an ambulance will take him to hospital. Immediately. And he said to me, when I get out of here, I will go and get a bowl, this and that, I will drink it, it will go down.
Do you even know what they call agbo?
Agbo is this, the traditional roots and all that. Our people so much believe in prayer. Prayer is good.
Of course, I pray a lot. I believe in miracles. I believe 150% in miracles.
But please, there's no two way about it. God help those who help themselves. Listen to your doctor's advice. Take your medication and then go and pray. Don't go the other way around. Because what? Once you are diagnosed to have high blood pressure, the only way is to go on and take your medication religiously, and then you pray. But what I've seen, a lot of our people will say, I rebuke it in Jesus' name, and that is it. But what happens? Untimely.
But science have never been in conflict with religion.
Not at all.
Spirituality is not. This brings me to another very, very important question I wanted to ask you. Engaging what we call the modern sheriff in town. We've been talking for a long time and we've not been able to see, but we have been communicating.
Yes.
How important is the place of diagnostics now, for example? For example, how important is it when we communicate online? Are you active online?
We have a website. We are not active as much as I would love to.
Are you on social media platforms?
Yes, we have
Instagram.
We have Instagram,
Facebook.
We have Facebook,
Twitter.
We do.
Which of them are you very active?
We're more active on the Instagram.
Instagram.
But I want to reactivate all the social media platforms.
It's very important.
So that people can have access to us,
yes.
People can drop us information. If you go on our website, you can send WhatsApp message to us and we get it immediately and we'll answer. As you know, we run some WhatsApp group,
yes.
which
Yes.
that group never.
As a matter of fact, you're going to give them the WhatsApp group number because any question you need to ask, you just go on that platform on WhatsApp and ask him, because your life is more important than silver or gold. It's very important. Let's have that number first, the WhatsApp number.
Okay, the WhatsApp number is 0802 0565 127.
And when you get there, let him know you got it from here, from the interview, and we are to pay attention to you. Ask the questions, get healthy so that you can get more creative and do what. Because when you're sick, excuses come in. What has been the most compelling, most challenging experience you had back here, doing this?
The most compelling, most difficult challenge we have is when people come to you with wrong diagnosis, result from another center, and you run a parallel test, and your result is completely different. And when you look at their symptom, your result tally with their symptoms.
He's not lying. I'm just jumping in here. Don't mind me. I like authority.
Yes.
Well, he's not lying. They told me that I had ulcer, and for 6 years I've been taking wrong medications. And I'm going to a particular clinic. Trust me, I'm going to a particular clinic, and he ran his test on me, and lo, holy Moses, smokes were coming from my nose. That I didn't have one single ulcer. I was like, what that? Looking for who I'm going to break their head the next minute. But just to buttress what you said, he did that, and since that time I've been fine.
Since then, have you been on ulcer medication?
No.
I remember you referred a guy to me, which I'm not going to name.
Yeah.
And this is another classic example. This guy has been screen treated, he had ultrasound, he been placed on cholesterol medication, high blood medication. It's only 28. Okay, age has nothing to do with BPN, it could be. But to my horror, his condition, he suffered from sinusitis.
What was that?
That is inflammation of the sinus.
Okay.
Yes. So, and that is basically what we have been doing: ultrasound, abdominal, whatever.
They are just milking people and giving the wrong.
He said to me, I've spent fortune, and half of that money has actually been given to him by you.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. And I said, look, when you sneeze, does it smell? He said, yes. When you blow your nose, does your mucus smell? He said, it smells still. I was shocked. And I said, how could anybody treat any human just simply because they want to make money? We don't do that. I will tell, if I can't do it, I'll tell you we cannot go to my facility.
Do you have any system where practitioners of medicine, people who are into the business of saving lives, they are checked not to be into the business of making money, like, greed? Because it's like policing. Do you have, is there any body that is supposed to check that? Because I don't really understand why this has to be.
I don't know myself. I think what is happening in the system here, there is no facility to take somebody to court. If you come to my facility now and you discover that what we screen, the results we gave you is completely out of this world, there should be a way you can take a legal action. I'm not sure if that happens in this society.
It's amazing. We'll keep checking. If you know if there is anything like that, go on the comment box and please drop your information. Let's know because we need to engage people. We need to let people know the truth. We need to let people to know how to go about this. Dr. Ogeleyibo, I want to ask this, and I think I'll leave you alone. If you have the capacity and the ability and the opportunity to change just two things in our society. Just laughing.
That's a fantastic system. I say to people, if I have the authority, that's what I was saying. The authority. I will change the Nigerian health system in 6 months.
6 months. What area specifically?
Look,
if they can do it, why not? We initiate the conversation.
It's not money.
Yeah.
We need a primary health care system. We have some at the moment, but is it working? to some extent, because you go to primary healthcare system, it's like Ogeleyibo market or Oshodi market.
Don't worry, it's one of the markets we have here.
So,
really.
So what we need is you need to appoint a general practitioner for every street, just like what we have in the UK. So in this street, maybe I don't know, maybe
like say
every community. The community might be large.
Too large. Okay.
It might be too large.
A neighborhood.
A neighborhood. Appoint a GP practice and just rent a 3-bedroom. Government provide a 3-bedroom for them. They will have a nurse, maybe 2 or 3 nurses, and they have an assistant and a clinical officer. So when you have headache, if you cannot sleep properly last night and not rested, instead of going to a general hospital, you go to your GP. In your GP, you make an appointment, you go there. Your GP, we have data of everybody in that locality. Everybody will go there and register. Your wife, your kid, and everything. Immunization will be done there.
The census will cater for the data of everybody.
Yes, of everybody. So when you cannot sleep properly, you go there. They will do your BP, they will do your sugar level, and all the rest of it. And when he discovered that, we need to escalate it, they will not take your sample. They send it to a central laboratory.
This is ideal situation where you have good nurses.
Yes. They'll send it to a central laboratory, your blood will be screened and all the rest of it. 3-4 days later, the result will come back. Your GP will now give you a prescription and treat you. You don't need to go to the hospital. If we have structure in the existing system that can provide for
can do that. That's one. I asked for 2 things that you will change.
2 things. Second is, if I have the opportunity, I will go into every laboratory in Lagos especially. Please do.
Let's start that now. Tell us about your laboratory in your area. How good or how crazy it is.
I'll remove all the outdated equipment. Get a trailer outside.
Is it like we go pick the garbage from the Europe and
we do.
We do.
Who does that? We do. I mean, second-hand markets, the clothing, our fridge, our televisions, our everything, our shoes. Even I've seen hands, second-hand from Europe. The same thing happened to our medical equipment, clean laboratory equipment.
The guy almost killed me doing appendix operation. That was a long time ago. I almost died. Look at the blade, man. I was feeling my skin.
This is not a joke. This is real.
This is real, man. You have to laugh. I'm alive. So laugh, but
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
No, this is real.
It's unbelievable.
Somebody gets the joke, but he gets the message too.
True. Can I tell you the blood transfusion in Nigeria is 29 years behind the UK.
What? Excuse me, I'm coming.
29 years behind.
Because 21!
Because largely, if you have an accident by 6 p.m., if you need transfusion, or a woman in labor needs blood transfusion, the only way you will get blood transfusion is to go and pay a bricklayer or artisan and take the
drug in, take the blood and transfusion. Is that healthy?
Our blood transfusion system here is 9 to 5. And I said to them, but nobody knows when we're going to be ill. It's 247.
But how is this supposed to be? Here you get the blood from, somebody need to learn from this. You get the blood and transfer. What is the
No, we in UK, the area where I'm familiar, that's my homeland. We have what is called central blood transfusion service, whereby there is active donor recruitment. They have to be screened thoroughly. They are named on the panel, and regularly they donate every 3 months. And those bloods, they are screened thoroughly, okay, and separated. We don't transfuse whole blood in the Western world. We transfuse what is called blood products.
What was wrong with transfusion?
Look,
whole blood.
If I have an accident now, I don't need the whole blood. I just need a component, mostly either red blood cell or it could be platelet. 90% of blood transfusion reaction and deaths occur because of that. And the doctors know that. And the only way, there is a central, they produce some blood component somewhere in What do you teach us to do? Just maybe fill with D and then this Lagos Island or so, whereby you have to book in advance. No sickness book in advance. There is no.
Doctor, it's really getting me. I'm getting pumped and charged like I could do this forever.
I think you will if I tell you the whole story. How out of date our system is.
The updated system. Would you recommend absolute overhaul?
Of course, I would recommend absolute overhaul of our primary healthcare diagnostic. Look, the healthcare system is all about diagnosis. If you have wrong diagnosis,
there's a problem.
That's a problem. Look, the physician, the cardiologist rely on the laboratory piece of paper result. And once that is done correctly,
it's like telling me the truth. And
the job is a lot easier. And once you don't get that, you have it. And that's why there are so many untimely gone too soon in our society. That is the area I will go in, take all those equipment and replace it with modern equipment. Equipment that if it fails, you can just plug it to internet and interact with the manufacturer and they will reset it for you.
We are coming to the internet. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching and you think there are areas we need to deal with that you also feel that were left out, please go to a comment and send me a message on the chat. Let's talk about this. Let's keep this conversation going. And we'll be kind and glad enough to look at them and see what we can do about them. I know there's a lot in your chest, but let me give like a couple of minutes. So, is there something else you need to say?
Basically, what I need to say is Nigerians should embrace a medical screening. We should go for periodic checkup. And we should not compromise on, it might cost a little bit more, but that will save our life. Because as the popular goal says, good soup is money. That doesn't mean that I'm asking you to come and spend millions. Go away. No, that's not the goal. When you look at some of our tests, it's actually cheaper than some of these quackery I can see around, dotted around. We should not compromise. We should go for a checkup, take our medication, then pray. There's nothing like I rebuke it in Jesus' name. I'm a strong believer. I'm a Christian. I take medicine when I'm sick.
The truth is, I've never heard of a Christian one day.
And I pray. And I know the Lord will answer me.
And give them your social media handles for those who want to get back to you. I will not have given the WhatsApp, but the social media, I need it to get busy. So if I don't see you, I know.
If you to get the full complement of our social media, if you go to www.
Oh, yeah, website now.
Yes,
www.coachecks. COACHECKS.
Yes,
Coachecks. I've already had just
coachecks.com. And there you get our
your social media paraphernalia.
Yes. And then for our Instagram is coachecks.
Okay.
The WhatsApp and my direct phone number is 0802 0565127. My phone never switched off.
Yeah, I know that. I'm always there. Look, I really appreciate you, Doctor, for this opportunity. We had to come to you, and we know that yes, it's been worth it. If you've enjoyed this, also tell us what we did right, what we did wrong, and what you want to see us do next time. Or Dr. Ogeleyibo, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure.
Being with you again.
I already have a date with you. You're enlisted already. But we're going for the event. We'll call you. Let's save some people.
Yes, let's save some people. Let's help our people to grow. Life is too short. Nigerian life expectancy is dropping. In the Western world, it's going up. And the reason is because our health system kind of failed us. But let's make it start. Thank you very much.
We're done.